Good evening, folks, and thank you for joining us here on the Wildcats Network. Before we get started, we want to apologize to everybody at home. I'm sure right now a lot of people are looking at their screen right now going, hey, guys, where is the game at? Why is the game not on our screen? We apologize. There were some malfunctions on the camera that we brought with us today to broadcast today's game. So today's broadcast is going to be an audio-only broadcast. Please spread the word. We greatly apologize in advance. We will go to a break after our pregame show, and I will hopefully be getting you the scoreboard on the screen so you guys are able to follow along in the sets. And again, we greatly apologize. Our ads will run as normal. But again, we greatly apologize. We understand that a lot of people are a little upset about that. Believe me, we are as well here on the Wildcats Network. It is it's very frustrating. We try to pride ourselves. We try our best to pride ourselves every single day by bringing you the very best. And we feel today we fell a little short. With that, we're going to step aside for our starting lineups here at Mars here on the Wildcats Network. I'll be right back hopefully with the scoreboard on our screen for our audio broadcast this evening.
Would you please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats for the play of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups first for the visiting Latrobe Wildcats. Number 15, Gabe Watson. Number 26, Jack O'Neill. Number 9, Jay Sumner. Number 10, Luke Fiore. Number 8, Owen Ward. Number 25, Eric Bizignani. Number 6, Jacob Elliott. And number 11, Sam Kiesel. And now for the home team, the Mars Fighting Plants. Number 1, Ryan Chico Chen. Number 2, Colter Risco. Number 4, Kyler Robinson. Number 5, Tyler Robb. Number 6, Will Supa. Number 7, Amir Ali. Number 10, Leo Quinn. Number 12, Corey Killian. Number 17, Aiden Starcher. Number 22, Jared Pyatek. Number 25, Jackson Garr. And number 30, Hayden Ratcliffe. Have a good game, everybody.
And that is your starting lineup tonight, folks. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video camera. Our ads will run as normal here on the Wildcats Network, and we will hopefully make sure that all of our video issues are corrected whenever we head back to the Den on Tuesday to cover the game between Greater Latrobe and Gateway. Our St. Vincent College pregame show, an abridged version here as we're about to get started underway here. The JV game got done a little early. I know we were supposed to start at 7:30, but the Cashes couldn't wait. They're feeling themselves right now, 6-6 overall, 5-2 in the section, currently sitting at number 2A in the section. Rolling after wins over Deer Lakes, where they swept them out the door, in a win over section rival Derry at Derry. That was a thriller. that the Cats had to play against. But Mars right now, they are the big scary monster in 2A Section 2. They were the preseason favorites to win the 2A WPIAL title, #1 in the section and also in the coaches' polls at the moment. Hey, have yet to lose a game in 2024, so they sit at 15-0 overall to the Fighting Planets. And so the big scary monster, they beat the Cats back at the Den in April. That was on April 9th when Greater Latrobe was able to get a victory, or when the Mars Fighting Planets were able to get a victory. I got a chance to talk with Coach Volshevsky before the start of the game, and he mentioned the fact that he has a chip on his shoulder. The Cats are coming in here hoping for a big upset. And again, folks, Tristan Borland here on the mic with you for the rest of the evening. And again, we thank everybody for their patience. Non-video broadcasts are not exactly what we're known for, but again, some camera issues that we had while sitting up here at Mars, and so we greatly apologize, but we promise to keep up with all the action here. We have the scoreboard up in the bottom of your screen, so you're able to keep up with all the action. Hard spike as we're getting underway. Cats looking to make a move here. Dump off near the net, and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats start out with a point there. Dropped in up front by Sam Kiesel for the Cats. So now Jack O'Neill, a sophomore, outside hitter for the Cats. On the back line to serve. The score, Cats up 1-0 here. Served by O'Neill. Mars. Hard spike just inside. Or no, they're going to say it rolled outside, and I'm going to get to hand off the ball here on the side. So Cats up 2-0 here. They came into Mars with a chip on the shoulder, like Coach V happened to say. Jack O'Neill back to serve again. O'Neill, his serve. Set up by Latrobe, dump off, and drops right in front of O'Neill, point to the Fighting Planets. Here in the first set this evening. Again, we apologize, folks, for the lack of a camera. Again, for those who don't know, or those who are new here, I know we talked to some of the Fighting Planet parents. We are not usually known for our audio broadcast, but we're bringing it to you here. Mars to serve here, down by 1 point in the first set. Set up by the Cats, hard spike by Kiesel. Mars to respond. Hard spike, it's a dump off, and it flies out of bounds. Cats now up 3-1 here in the first set. Back to serve is Bizignani, the junior setter. And there you see it, Cats up 3-1 here in the first set. Eric Bizignani back to serve for Greater Latrobe here in the first set. His serve. Played by Mars. Dump off. Cats have to respond to it. Hard spike. Good dig there by Owen Ward. And right there, a hard spike by Luke Fiore goes off the forearms of the defenders. Up by the net by Mars. Cats are now rolling up 4-1 here in the first set. Again, came in here with a purpose. They don't forget the loss that they had at the Den back on the 9th of April. Mars. Hard spike, and they're going to say that's a point to the Fighting Planets. That is Kyler Robinson up front, scoring for the Planets there. Cats still have a 2-point lead here. The serve by Tyler Raby. Good spike there by Sam Kiesel. Response just goes over the head of Bizignani. And that's going to be a kill for Piakti, the 6'4" sophomore outside hitter for the Fighting Planets. The serve again is Raby. Set up. Hard spike goes off the palm of Ryan Cheesh. And Jay Sumner is accredited with the point there. Cats up 5-3 here in the first set. Sam Kiesel, the veteran senior, is served. Just barely gets up over the net. Hard spike, good block by the Great Wall of Greater Latrobe. But they can't recover. The ball goes out of bounds. That's a point for the Fighting Planets. It's now a 1-point game here. Back to serve is Chesh. Set up. Hard spike. No, it's a dump off, but it's a good block up front by Caden Gratton. The 6'1 junior with a good block up front. Mars now ties it. Cats have to respond. Pop up by the Cats. Hard spike just over the fingers. Good by the Cats. And that hard spike there by Piakti from the outside goes out of bounds. Cats retake their point there. They're going to say it went off a Cat. So Plants now have a 1-point lead. They are shocked. But I thought that went off and out of bounds. Another good spike there. Piakti is rolling. Plants now have a 2-point lead here in the first set. Serve by Chech again. Hard spike just gets up over the net. Good block there up front by Fiore. Good poke away by Sumner. What a hard spike there. Gets by Jacob Elliott. And a timeout is taken by Coach Volshevsky. So we're going to take a timeout as well here on the Wildcats Network. We'll be right back after these short messages.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Again, Mars up by 3. It's 8-5 here in the first set. After a great rally, the Cats had a lead, but Mars came roaring back, and that is something that's a point that they're going to give to the Cats. A good spike on the outside. That's something the Cats have struggled with this year, is holding on to big leads. And right now they're trying to claw their way into this one against, again, a Fighting Plants, who are the #1 team in both the section and also in the coaches' voting poll. And again, during preseason discussions, we're favorites to win the WPIAL title. Hard spike up front, dug up well by Jacob Elliott. And that's going to be a point going Mars' way after an interference call by the Cats. Plants up 9-6. That ball sent over. Oh, miscommunication up front. Owen Ward sent it up for Fiore to make a play on the spike, but now we'll go to the Planets again. Robinson is back to serve. That's Kyle Robinson for the Planets. And the Kyle serve is played by Kiesel, but it goes up over his head. That's another point for the Fighting Planets. Up 10-6 here, trying to defend the Planetarian, as I have personally called it. Not sure if the faithful of Mars call it any different. And that's a good play there. Luke Fiore from the outside here position dropped it in on a hard spike. The middle blocker, Granton, couldn't get there in time. So now back to serve for the Cats. That's a Gabe Watson, and that's an ace. Gabe Watson, his serve dropped right in the middle of the Planets. So Cats are still trailing by 3 here in the first set. Watson, his serve. Dug up. Played by Elliott. Dropped off by Bizignani. Mars to respond, able to dig that up. Hard spike. And they're going to say a net violation on the Cats. So Mars now 12-8. Back to serve is Piakti. Cats, nice play there on the serve. Mars to respond. A hard spike goes right off the lap of Gabe Watson. And so that's another point for the Planets. As the hard spike by Raby dropped right into the lap of Gabe Watson. Cats are trailing by 5 here. And the serve there goes right into the net. That ball is served. So right now, back to serve for the Cats is Owen Ward. Dug up. Hard spike, drops in front of Watson again. That's another point. Caden Granton scores there. So now it's a serve for Riska. Dug up by the Cats. Hard spike, and it drops right into the back. They're going to say it's out. Another point for Mars. They're starting to roll here. Hard spike by the Cats on the serve. Good block there, but it'll drop out of bounds. That's a point for the Cats. William Quinn was unable to get there. And right there, Cats are able to drop in on the miscommunication. Substitutions coming on now for the Cats and the Planets. That serve there. Set up, hard spike by the Cats. It drops right in there. That's a point for Greater Latrobe. A quick response, and now Bizignani is back to serve. Back to serve for the Fighting Planets is Tyler Raby again. Planets lead over the Cats is 4. Trying to return back to 5. Cats to respond. Bizignani to Kiesel. His shot is played up in the air. Hard spike on the response. Played up by Bizignani somehow. Kiesel keeps it alive. Cats need to send it over, and they do. Owen Ward was able to keep that one moving. It was a real scramble, but the Cats can't respond there after a hard spike by Che. Plants are now back to a 5-point lead. That's a point there for the Cats, able to drop it in front. Serve there by Sam Kiesel, dug up. Hard spike, drops right in front of Kiesel. That's another point there for Che. Plants are now 6 points away from taking set number 1 here. Last time they played the Cats, they swept them at the Den. Latrobe trying not to repeat that, but that would be hard if they don't win this first set. Shot comes in on the outside by Owen Ward. Dropped right in front of Amir Ali. Cats are now back to serve, trailing by 4 here in the first set. That serve. Set up. Hard spike, drops right in front of Kiesel. It's now 5 points away. Back to serve is Robinson. Set up there by the Cats. That's going to be a point to Mars. One too many hits by the Cats. Back to serving is Robinson. Toss back. Back to serve is Gabe Watson for the Cats, who trail by 5 here. Mars double spike, and it drops in front of the Cats again. Owen Ward can't climb the ladder to stop it, and Plants are now 3 points away from taking set number 1. The serve. Set up. Hard spike by Kiesel. We'll see if they call it out. And they do! They say it's in bounds. And Mars is furious. Cats now only trail by 5 here. Need a rally here if they want to keep the Fighting Planets. Dug up. Dump off. Play. Nice behind the head play by Pizignani. Dump off again. Owen Ward trying to make a play on it, but it drops out of bounds. Plants are now 2 points away from taking set number 1 here. And a timeout is taken by Coach Volshevsky. So with that, we're going to take a break here as well on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have what I imagine will be the conclusion of the set here on the Wildcats Network.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to shopping and place to buy meat, and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region, honored as a Hall of Fame winner by the American Association of Meat Processors. Thank you for your vote.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland on the horn with you for the rest of the evening. And again, we apologize for the lack of our video camera. We had some technical difficulties trying to get it up and running, but we are still bringing you live audio from inside Mars Area High School. Cats are trailing. Mars trying to close the door here in the first set. Kiesel had to scramble to get that one away. Mars to respond. Cats are reeling. Good block dug up. Hard spike. Blocked by Kiesel, but it drops. Kiesel on the outside. And now the Fighting Plants are 1 point away from taking set number 1 here in what I colloquially call the observatory. Serve, barely gets over, Cats don't respond, and that's it for set number 1. Planets will walk away here with the first set from Mars area. Take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the second set coming up next.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, Great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer, and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
I'm proud to work with an organization that's known across the state, that's reputable. Adelphi is a place to have ample opportunities for promotion. There's nothing that Adelphi won't do for you personally and professionally. Come on in.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Radio Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching the Wildcat Network on LHTC Media.
Welcome back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Portland on the horn with you for the rest of the evening, again for our audio only. And I know on the scoreboard it says the Cats lead. The Cats do not. I will have to have a word with the scoreboard operators whenever we head into the third set. Our scoreboard is directly connected to the scoreboard that's here in the Mars area school. And so I'm not sure why it says the Cats lead. They do not here in the second set. They gave up the last set. It was a tough one at that. So Cats need to come out here. They came out with a lead early in set number one. Need to make sure that they can hold on to those leads here as we head into set number two. A reminder, the Cats were unable to win at the Den back on April 9th. They were swept by Mars. Mars, based on all found statistics, have swept every single team that they have played this year. They have not gone more than 3 sets so far this season. And that's a point there for the Cats. Well, that's going to give that one to the Planets. They gave the hand, the wrong hand signal. So back to serve is Riska. Riska sends it over. Has to respond. And the spike there is going to go to the Cats. They're going to say it came off the finger just barely. And they're going to say that that was scored by number 15, Gabe Watson, on the score. So back to serve is Bizignani. The serve. A response by Mars. Bizignani. That ball sent over lightly there by Fiore. Mars to respond. It's a spike right into the chops of Jacob Elliott. So Plants are now up 2-1. Mars now back to serve. Sending it over is Ali. Cats able to control that serve. Spike comes right off the net. Point there to Mars. They're up 3-1 here. Ali now back to serve again as Plants have a 3-1 lead. Set up and serve. Hard spike by Sam Kiesel. Jacob Elliott. Spike again, and that drops in. Cats able to score there. Now only trailing by 1. Sam Kiesel, the senior, back to serve for the Cats. And Sam Keepsel sends it over. The service sent over by Tyler Raby. And that drops in. That's another point to Mars. Cats reach over top of the net. Coach V is unsure of that call. Set up. And just a dump over, but they're going to call that a carry by the Cats, and they are correct on that one. It was a smart delay there by Owen Ward, but it's all for naught. And now on the serve is Raby again. Set up. Hard spike, and the Cats are able to score there. What a play by Owen Ward on the outside. The strike there. And now Jacob Elliott, the libero, is back to serve for the Cats. Sending that ball over. Mars to respond. Hard spike dug up by Elliott. And he'll send that one over loftily after receiving it back from Bizignani. Hard spike to Elliott again. And they're going to say that that's a point for Mars. That ball ricocheted out of bounds. So the Planets right now are rolling. Set up. Dump off. Mars to respond. And that will be called inbounds. A spike there by Patek. Or Piatek scores there. Planets on a 5-point run right now. Served by Chech. Trying to dump it off. Cats will respond. Mars, hard spike, gets by Bizignani and Kiesel on the back line. It whizzes by them. A good spike there by Piatek. Plants lead 9-3. Hard spike. They're going to say that's out of bounds. That's a point for the Planets again. Now on a 7-point run. Latrobe is reeling and trying to find a response. It's arguably one of the best teams in 2A boys volleyball. Hard spike there. Oh my goodness. Owen Ward put his all into that one. And the send off by Grattan lands right in the laps of the blockers for the Cats up front. Planets up 11-3 here in set number 2. That ball goes over. And that will be a timeout for Coach Volshevsky. So we're going to take a timeout as well here in set number 2. And we will be right back after these short messages here on the Wildcats Network. Back here on the Wildcats Network, Tristan Borland here in the second set. Plants up 12-3. Coach Volshevsky had to take a timeout after the run there by the Planets have allowed them to pull ahead on a sizable lead. They already took set number 1. And the spike there by Fiore can't find its way up and over the net. So now Chegg is back. spike there by the Plants allows them to score again. I'm going to say that was a score for Latrobe. So now back to serve. For the Cats is Gabe Watson. Watson is serve. Goes directly out of bounds. That's a point for the Plants, who now have a 10-point lead here in set number 2. Again, the scoreboard is incorrect, folks. The Plants won set number 1, and our scoreboard is directly operated by the board operators here. So again, during our break between the second and third set, I'm going to go see if they are willing and able to change that. That's another point for the playing Planets for an extra touch by the Cats. Bizignani called on the penalty. And now back to serve is Kyler Robinson. Plants lead by 11 points here. So set number 2 is all but decided. Plants score again, 16-4. Sending that ball over are the Fighting Planets. The response by Owen Ward. Dump off again by Ward. That's a point to the Cats. Owen Ward is not ready to get back on the bus quite yet. Owen Ward sends it into the net. So with the Plants up 17-5. That ball sent over by the Cats. Kiesel is able to earn the point there for the Cats. A carry called on the Planets. And the Cats are going to have to go on quite the run here. An 11-point deficit is what they're facing down here as the Planets are up 17-6. That's a point to the Planets. Jake O'Neill sent the ball over for the Cats. However, he stepped over the back line. So Plants now have a 12-point lead over the Cats. Set number 2 is getting hairy here. Plants 7 points away from taking set number 2. Hard spike by Ward is blocked. Kiesel has to keep it in play, and somehow the Cats keep it alive. Set up. Hard spike, and it drops down. Sam Kiesel able to earn the Cats a point there. It's now an 11-point deficit. Hard spike drops right in front of the Cats. That's a point for Mars. And it looks like Flashevsky might take another timeout. No, he does not. And Planets showing why they are the top dog here. Pop up. Nice dump off there by Luke Fiore. And I think they're going to call a penalty on the Plants. They do. They're going to say that the Plants had too many hands on that one again. So Cats still down by 11 here. Back to serve is Sam Kiesel. Kiesel is serve. Set up. Hard spike by Mars. Tyler Bauer was targeted there. That ball went right into his fingers. The shot came whizzing by Piatek. I'm going to get that name eventually. I'm just going to say a whole bunch of different names, variations of the last name until I'm able to get it. The serve over by Mars. Hard spike by Owen Ward. The play. Response by the Cats. Fiore. It's poked up by Risque, and it drops down on a nice smack by Piatek. Hard spike, and it drops down. Another miscommunication by the Cats. Luke Fiore had set it up for Chase Sumner to come in with the hard spike right in front of the net. So now Mars is 3 away from taking set number 2. The setup. Hard spike, drop down. Good block up front from Pitek. And now LaPlante inch even closer to taking set number 2. The serve. Dig up. Owen Ward can get a hand on it. Hard spike by the Fighting Plants, and that's another point for them. Cats cannot find a way out. Now they're going to give that to the Cats. I guess they're going to say that ball was out of bounds, which is somebody who's standing right next to the line is an interesting call there. Back to serve for the Cats is Jake Elliott. They trail 9-23 here. 2 points are all that separate the Fighting Planets. And taking a second set here. That serve by Jake Elliott goes out of bounds. So now 1 point is all that separates the Fighting Planets and taking set number 2. And they are 1 set closer to sweeping the Cats right out of the observatory. Hard spike there by Che. Ends up into the net. So Cats will get back the ball to serve. They need to go on a 14-point run right here, right now. In set number 2, if they don't want to give it back to the Fighting Planets. Set up. And another miscommunication by Mars. The setup was there by Granton. So now the Cats will respond. Gabe Watson, it's popped up in the air. Sent over. And the Cats are able to get another point there as the response by the Plants goes out of bounds. That serve there by the Cats is out of bounds, and that will do it for set number 2. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the third and possibly the final set here on the Wildcats Network.
I think we can agree it's been a crazy year for everyone. And we here at Latrobe Auto Group want you to know that we're in this together and we're here for you. Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Hyrak and I'm the finance manager here at the dealership. During the past year, we've all seen some pretty crazy things. Maybe your credit's been affected by some of those things. You should know that no matter what your credit situation is, great credit, good credit, bad credit, or no credit, Latrobe Auto Group wants to be your dealer and we specialize in credit challenges. Our credit team is just waiting to put you in a new car or truck that will start building your credit today and get you moving in the right direction. No matter what you've heard, our lot is stocked with new, pre-owned, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Vehicles that not only fall in line with the bank's parameters, but your budget. So whatever's been holding you back, put it aside, come on in, and together we can make it happen.
Hi, I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats.
Thanks, Chris. So again, I went over and said something to our scoreboard operator. There was nothing that they said that they could do. So again, we apologize for that. It's been a tough stream here today. I can't tell everybody at home enough how frustrating it is that our camera is not cooperating. It cooperated last night at Bell Vernon, and we traveled up to Mars, and now it won't operate for us. So we apologize for that. We promise you that we will have our cameras up and operating on Tuesday when we will be back at the Den with the Cats as they hope to split the series with Gateway. We want to also take this quick break to thank all of our sponsors here on the Wildcats Network. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, and we really appreciate their sponsorships. Because of them, we are able to bring you guys these broadcasts. Whether it's a video broadcast or an audio broadcast, we try our very best every single broadcast, because not only do our sponsors deserve to bring you the very best Gray Latrobe broadcasts that one possibly can, but the folks at home also deserve the very best broadcasts that we can produce. So we apologize again. It's very disheartening to have these issues, but I can only promise everybody at home that we will correct them whenever we head back into the den. And a reminder that Chris Beddick, whose ad you just saw running there on the Wildcats Network, will be with us on Thursday. That's right, that's this coming Thursday, where the boys baseball team will have their senior night, and they will be playing the Greensburg-Salem Golden Lions at Graham-Sabota Field. So make sure you tune in on Thursday for that one. Senior night is supposed to start at 6:15, starting pitch at 7 o'clock. And again, we will have all that action for you at Graham-Sabota Field. But we're not at Graham-Sabota Field right now. We're at Mars area. Cats have dropped, and again, doesn't say it on the scoreboard, but I promise you guys, I spoke with our scoreboard operators. There is nothing that they said that they can do about it. But the Cats have dropped 2 straight to Mars, and the last time the Cats were able to perform the reverse sweep was on senior night against Armstrong back at the Den. But if the Cats drop this last set, they will have been swept in the series against Mars, who again is the #1 team in the section, the #1 team arguably in 2A volleyball as a whole. Back to serve for the Cats is Owen Ward. Ward sends it over here in the third set. Hard spike played by Elliott. They're going to give that point to the Planets. They're going to call a net violation there on Eric Bizignani. So the Planets will now serve. Back to serve is Amir Ali. Ali, the senior outside hitter for the Planets, sends up his serve. Mars with a 1-point lead here in set number 3. Hard spike dug up by Ali. Owen Ward on the back line. And that ball heads out. Good call by Owen Ward, a good heads up. And that ball sailed over the head of Gabe Watson. So now back to serve for the Cats is Tyler Bauer. We're all tied up here in the third set. And the serve there by Tyler Bauer. It goes straight out of bounds. Plants now 2-1. Back to serve is Raby. The serve. Pop up. Hard spike, and that will be a point for the Cats as it drops right in front. Jay Sumner with a nice dump off there. Cats trying to keep this third set interesting. I mean, the last set was really tough for the Cats as they lost that one by 14 points. The serve by Eric Bizignani. Tip up. Cats to respond, and that's going to be a net. I think it's going to be a net violation on Mars. So Cats now have a lead here in the third set. Eric Bizignani back to serve. Mars dump off, hard spike. And they're going to call that spike out of bounds. Cats are feeling themselves right now. 2-point lead here. But again, we've mentioned the Cats have had a tough time maintaining leads so far this season. Let's see if they can do that here. The serve again by Bizignani. Hard spike drops right in front of Kiesel and Sumner. The blockers for the Cats. So now it's a 1-point lead for the Cats. Back to serve is C. On the roster, CHE, good turn there by Sumner, dropped it. Now Sam Kiesel heads back to serve. Kiesel now his serve. Now back to serve for the Planets is Robinson. His serve gets sent up. Bauer, dump off by Bizignani, dug up. Good play there. Scramble doesn't work out for the Planets. Can't score there. They now a 2-point lead. So now back to serve is Elliott. The Cats have a 2-point lead here in this set. They drop the first two to the Planets. That ball kicked up and goes out of bounds. Kiesel was able to get a foot underneath that one, but unfortunately that ball sent up and away, out of bounds. So Planets are still hanging on here. Back to serve is Pytek, and his serve goes right into the net. That's another point for the Cats. Back to serve is Gabe Watson. Watson's serve. Set up. Light touch over. There's a man behind. And Watson dumps it off. Mars has to respond quickly. Hard spike almost took Coach V out. And he's electric. He's excited for the Cats. And the Cats found their weakness. If you can get Mars scrambling, they're unable to keep up. Cats have a 3-point lead here in set number 3. Set up. Hard spike. That's another point for the Cats. Eric Bizignani is able to get by the Mars defenders. Cats have a 4-point lead here. Send that ball over. Set up. The spike. The response by the Cats. Gets played and drops down. That's another point for Greater Latrobe. And a timeout is taken by Mars as they don't want to allow themselves to slide any further. We're going to take a timeout as well here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the continuation of set number 3 here on the Wildcats Network.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to shopping and place to buy meat, and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region.
Welcome back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland on the horn with everybody here on our special audio-only broadcast of tonight's game. As some technical errors plagued us here. Back to serve is Gabe Watson. As the Cats have a 5-point lead here in set number 3. Set up. Drop down there. Bizignani with another point there for the Cats. They're rolling. 6 points to go to Latrobe. But can the Cats hold on to it? We will have to see. Watson. And they're going to say that his serve went out of bounds. So Plants now down by 5, have an opportunity to respond with this serve. Back to serve is Colton Riska, the senior. He's a libero for the Plants this evening. Hard spike by Owen Ward. Tiptoes on the line. So Cats are back to 6. Owen Ward, who I would argue is a big catalyst for the Cats' current lead here, serves from the back line. Mars responds, and they drop it down right in front of Elliott. Jacob Elliott has been targeted so far today by the Fighting Planets. So now back to serve is Amir Ali for the Planets. Sent that ball over. The response by the Planets. And that goes out of bounds. Cats able to capitalize on a couple mistakes here by Mars. And now back to serve. Some fresh legs onto the hardwood. That's Tyler Bauer, the junior. For the Cats, now back to serve. Set up. Hard spike drops right in front of Sumner, who was caught flat-footed. Plants still trail by 5 here. Back to serve is number 5, Tyler Rabe. Set up, Bizignani. Dump off there, and that's a point to the Cats. Just barely staying in bounds is the dump off by Jay Sumner. Eric Bizignani is back to serve for the Cats, who are now on a 7-point run. The serve by Bizignani, dug up. Punch there, and they're upping it in. Are the Cats. They are really dominating right now in this set. Maybe they found their stride. Back to serve is Bizignani, who just scored that point for the Cats. On a 7-point lead here in this set after dropping the first 2 to Mars. The response by Mars after the serve by Bizignani. Sets it up, punch there, and that's another point for the Cats, Jay Sumner. And another timeout is taken. These Cats are electric, as they are now taking it to the Fighting Planets. Usually we go on a break here on these timeouts, but I think it is important to make sure that we recognize one of our main sponsors here on the Wildcats Network, and that's Latrobe Auto Group, who usually bring us our keys to the game. We did not get a chance to announce our St. Vincent College pregame show, the keys to the game, because we start a little early. I was expecting us to start at our usual 7:30 start time. However, the Cats did not want to wait. My keys to the game, again, brought to us by Latrobe Chevy for the Cats. Communication is key. On the road, communication usually breaks down for a team on the hardwood because the home crowd is usually roaring. A pretty decent crowd here at Mars area. It's nothing that I would write home about, but it's a very respectable crowd nonetheless. They're very supportive of their Mars Fighting Planets, which is understandable. I mean, how can you not support a team that's currently 15-0 this late in the season? And with the Cats up 16-8 here, Eric Bizignani is now back at the back line. Serves it over, and that's going to be an ace! Eric Bizignani's serve hit Tyler Rabe right in the head. And that will be an ace for the Cats. Bizignani on the serve. Dug up. Mars to respond. Played by Tyler Bauer. It makes its way over the net, so Mars has to respond. Drops in front. Tyler Bauer couldn't get there in time. And that's a point for the Fighting Planets, who trail by 8 here. The serve by Chet. Bizignani. Kiesel had to try to get a little bit of a light lift on it. And the Planets will now have to respond. Set up by the Cats after the serve by Chet. And that ball gets by Jay Sumner. Mars is now starting to respond. Set up after the serve by Chet again. Hard spike. The response by Mars. Another great block by the Cats up front. And Bizignani dumps it off! Great play by Eric Bizignani up front to drop it off in the soft spot of the zone. And now the senior Kiesel is back to serve for the Cats, who lead by 7 here in the third set. Need to win this one to not get swept. Hard spike. It gets by Bauer. That's another point for the Cats. So the Planets now with Tyler Robinson, who trail by 6. And they're going to say that's a point to the Planets. They're going to say that the Cats moved before the serve. Confusion ensuing, but nonetheless the Planets get another point there. It's a 5-point game. That ball's sent over, pop up, punch over, and that's going to be an out-of-bounds return by the Fighting Planets, so Cats get another point. Sumner really throwing a knuckleball. Instead of throwing up the hand on the spike, he throws up a fist and seems to punch the ball, which gives it a bit of a knuckle spin, and the Mars Fighting Planets can't really get underneath it. And that's a hard spike that whizzes by Sam Kiesel. I'm sure everybody can hear in their homes who are watching the Wildcats Network that this crowd is electric here at Mars area. 19-14. Serve. The play. Hard spike. And I think they're going to get the Cats on a net violation. They will. Planets are crawling back here. They're only down by 3 now. I guess 4. I'm not going to change the scoreboard on that one. So now it's High Tech. Had to save the equipment there. The serve was played by the Cats, and Luke Fiore came thundering in. I wonder if everybody could hear it on the broadcast. I had to get up on my horse and try to protect our equipment here on the Wildcats Network. Even though our cameras are down, we can't really afford anything else to get broken here. Again, we thank everybody for their patience here on the Wildcats Network. We try our hardest every day, and clearly sometimes it's not enough, and so we're going to make sure we try even harder so that on Tuesday our broadcast is ready for you guys. We'll make sure I have the very best of our equipment at the game on Tuesday, where the Gators will travel into the Den. The Cats hope to split the series with Gateway. Oh, I was right. See, they changed the scoreboard there. So 16-19 is the score. Cats are up by 3 here. They were up by 7 at one point. And again, I mentioned in our keys to the game, this is one of the things that the Cats have struggled with all year, is holding on to leads. Saying that one over. Dug up by Elliott. Pop up Bizignani. The return. And that ball gets loose. Nice dump off there. Cats to respond. And it drops in. Greater Latrobe. Well, there's a statement by the referee. Waiting to see what the call is going to be. They're going to say the Cats reached over the net. And Bizignani is not pumped about that. The Cats are furious. And now back to serve is Pytek. Sends that over. Barely over the net. Hard spike that doesn't go over the net. Jack O'Neal. And a timeout taken by Coach V. And the Mars Planets are now only 1 point away from tying it here at set number 3. Take a quick break here on the Wildcats. Now when we come back, we're going to have the continuation of set number 3 coming up next.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. The Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network. Tristan Borland on the horn with the ins for our audio-only broadcast this evening. The shot there by the Cats coming out of the timeout, Owen Ward. And the Cats are now 5 points away from forcing set number 4. And again, as I mentioned, our automatic scoreboard that we have on our broadcasts is operated by the table, and right now they do not have the set scores correct. The setup, hard spike by Owen Ward, and it drops down. Smart play there. Owen Ward watched that ball drop right towards me, got out of the way because of the block by Mars. So now Cats are 4 points away from taking set number 3. Sending it over. Dug up dump off. Hard spike, and it's blocked. But they're going to say that's a point to the Cats. Caden Granton touched the net there whenever he went out to block the spike by Bizignani. Gabe Watson, his serve goes out of bounds. So only 3 points separate these two teams here in set number 3. Cats are 3 away from taking this set and forcing set number 4. Response. Hard spike by Owen Ward, dug up. Another spike there by the Mars Fighting Planets. Ryan Chidd, the middle blocker for the Planets. And we're now 2 points away from tying it here in set number 3. The Cats, if they were able to force set number 4, it would be the first team so far this season to make the Planets play past 3 sets. The hard spike there by Owen Ward. Hits off a Fighting Planet and careens out of bounds. So now Owen Ward, who I would argue is the catalyst for the Cats' current lead right now in this set. Owen Ward, the junior outside hitter, now on the serve. Nice shot, heads straight to the libero. Shot comes in! The response on the serve by the Fighting Planets hits Jake Elliott right in the chest. So it's still a 2-point set here for the Fighting Planets. Back to serve is Amir Ali. A side note, the Planets do not have a very long bench. 11 players listed on the roster. And so I imagine that's why they sweep so many teams, because I wonder if going the depth would be hard. Yellow card caution to the Planets. Serve for Mars. Ali on the serve. Set up. Bizignani. Nice dump off there by Sam Kiesel. Bizignani to respond, and it gets over the head of Ali. Cats are now 1 away from forcing the Planets in a set number 4. No team has done it so far this season. Back to serve for the set point, it's Tyler Bauer. Planets to respond on the serve. Dug up somehow, and it goes out of bounds. Tyler Bauer, or Owen Ward, was there to dig it up, but his dig made it go out of bounds. Planets still trail by 2. Can they make the comeback here? The serve here. Watson, fake out, and Kiesel there. The block by the Planets. Drops right in the middle where nobody's at. Owen Ward made the dive, but he wasn't able to get there in time, so now Planets only trail by 1. The serve by the Fighting Planets. This to tie it here in set number 3. Dump off by Bizignani. Response. Nice play by Bauer. It bounces off a light and lands right at the net. We are now tied. And remember, folks, in volleyball, you have to win by 2. So now both teams need 2 more points. That serve goes out of bounds. So Cats could win the set here with 1 point. Eric Bizignani on the serve. Here it is. Mars, hard spike. It hits Tyler Bauer in the chest, and we're still going here. Again, with both teams tied at 25, you need to win by 2. The serve. Pop up. Bizignani. Hard spike. And it'll go out of bounds. The Planets now need 1 more. And they will do it if they can, because again, on our scoreboard, I know it says Cats have a 1-set lead, but they do not. And the serve by Chet hits the net. So all tied up at 26. Sam Kiesel back to serve. Set up. Hard spike, Cats to respond. Tyler Bauer. And they're going to give it to the Cats. They're going to say it was in bounds. So Cats need 1. Head coach Mike Napaver for the Fighting Planets wasn't pumped about that call, as both referees said it was in bounds. Cats have a 1-point lead, need 1 more to force set 4. Set up, hard spike, played by the Cats, need to keep it alive. Owen Ward, can he do it? He does. Spike response, block! And they're gonna say that the Cats have a net violation. And so we're still tied up here at set number 3. The Cats had the advantage. They had Mars scrambling there. But the referees intervene. Bauer, hard spike there! Sumner throws another punch, and it's another point for the Cats as the knuckleball gets by all the Planets. Now back to service, Jake Elliott. We've seen this before in this set. Planets on the serve. And a spike there, drops right in front of Sam Kiesel. We're going to keep rolling here at set number 3. Again, you need a win by 2 here. We could hit the number 30 here in this set. Plants, their serve. Dug up by Kiesel. Pop up by Bizignani. Owen Ward drops it over top. Played, kept alive by the Plants, and they just loft that one over. Kiesel. Bizignani, who drops it up easily. Hard spike there. The play by Luke Fiore. Bizignani set it up loftily, up over, and Luke Fiore is able to drop it in there. Cats need 1 more here to force set number 4. Can they do it? Gabe Watson on the serve. Set up, and they drop it! Oh my goodness, folks! The Fighting Planets dropped the response on the serve, so Cats score 30 points in the set, and now force set number 4 here in the Planetarium. Again, not official. If anybody is watching from Mars on the broadcast, if there is an official, pet name for the gymnasium, I know for Greater Latrobe, we call that the Den. Over at Gateway, we call it the Swamp. So if there's any other nicknames that we have here at Mars, I would really appreciate if people would leave that in the comments section. So now, folks, we head into set number 4. We usually take a commercial break, but again, everybody's kind of rushing back onto the hardwood right now. So we really thank all of our viewers here on the Wildcats Network. If you or somebody that you know has a business that would benefit by being seen by thousands of eyeballs every single week during the school year, we highly recommend that you email us at mailbox@lhtcmedia.com. Again, that's mailbox, all lowercase, at lhtcmedia.com. And let us know about your business and how you want to help support broadcasts here on the Wildcat Network. We appreciate all of our sponsors here because of them, we are able to bring the folks at home all of these broadcasts completely free of charge. And personally, I think that that's the way it should be. Parents pay enough money for their kids to participate in these sports. Making them pay to watch them is just absolutely absurd. We greatly thank all the parents here on the Wildcats Network for continuing to sponsor and support us year in and year out. Again, I know tonight's broadcast not quite going the way everybody wants it to. And believe me, we're all in the same boat. I always kick myself whenever we have any technical issues because the parents of Greer Latrobe, or the parents in general, deserve the very best broadcast that one can provide. And unfortunately tonight, things didn't go that way. So again, we thank everybody so much for their patience here on the Wildcats Network, because without you guys and your patience, I wouldn't get to be here tonight and bring you guys such an incredible boys volleyball matchup here at Mars. Teams are now heading onto the hardwood right now. Again, as we mentioned during the last set, the Cats are the first team all season to send Mars into 4 sets. Mars has never played more than 3 sets so far this season, so you have to wonder if that is playing to their psyche a little bit. Again, a short bench for the Planets, only 11 players listed on their roster. However, the 6 that are on the hardwood are usually, are more often than not, arguably the most talented players on the hardwood due to the ranking that the Planets boast in both the section and also in 2A boys volleyball as a whole. Back to serve are the Planets. I believe the young man who's going to serve is Colton Riska, the libero and senior tonight for the Fighting Planets. We get started here in set number 4. Planets lead the sets 2-1. Cats spike, and they start out here. And Sam Kiesel is excited as he sends that spike careening down and in between a whole bunch of Planets. Cats have a 1-point lead here in set number 4. Back to serve is Tyler Bauer. And a serve there by Tyler Bauer, as I'm sure everybody heard when our crowd mic went out of bounds. So now all tied up at 1. Back to serve is Amira Lee for the Fighting Planets. His serve, dug up. Nice dump there by Raby right in front. Planets take a 2-1 lead here. Cats cannot drop another set to the Planets. They will have to do what many would call impossible, and that is the reverse sweep. But those folks, miscommunication there. That serve went out the back. That is an ace for the Planets. Or didn't go out the back. It dropped on the back line. So Planets are up 3-1. Alita serve. Serve by Ali. Cats on the response. Hard spike by Owen Ward. That's a point for the Cats, who trail by 1 here in set number 4. Now back to serve for the Cats is Gabe Watson. The sophomore setter for the Cats, whose serve goes right into the net. That gives the Planets back a 2-point lead here. now on the serve. Played by Ward. Cats have to try to keep it alive, and they do. Tyler Bauer sends it back. Hard spike drops right next to Tyler Bauer. Can't get there in time. Plants now a 3-point lead here. Bat to serve for the Plants is Raby. Raby? It's one of those two. Spike there. That's a point there by Luke Fiore, who had to look back at the referee to just double check that. As that was a close one there, but they give it to the Cats, who trail by 2 here. Sam Kiesel now on the serve. The senior drops it down in front, and no Plants are there to respond. That's an ace for Sam Kiesel. Second ace on the night for the Cats. The serve, pop up. Response is blocked there by Owen Ward. That's another point for the Cats. They tie it up. Again, the set count is 2-1 in favor of the Planets. The Cats are angry. So tied up at 5 here. Cats could take a lead here in set number 4. Pop up. Hard spike played by Tyler Bauer. Plants have to respond. And the block there does not come in time. So the Plants with the 1-point lead here, they serve that over. Zizignani to Owen Ward, and that's a point for the Cats. As it careened off the blockers for Mars and headed into the out of bounds. And Coach Nypaver is all fired up. He is in that referee's ear for sure. We're all tied up at 6 here. Punch over top. That's a point for Mars. They're taking that one out of Sumner's book. Again, Jay Sumner, who found a lot of success with the Cats with that knuckleball. He's able to throw in there. Serve by Mars goes right out of bounds. Fiore was right there, but he allowed it to go. So now back to serve is Gabe Watson. As Luke Fiore comes off the hardwood. Watson on the serve. Tied up at 7 here in set number 4. Light touch there. That's a point for the Planets. No Cats were ready for it. One-point lead for Mars, who again have never been taking the 4 sets before in the season, and their perfect season is on the line. That ball sent over, dug up by the Cats. Hard spike blocked, dropping that off. Hard spike again played by the Cats, but Kiesel can't corral it. Plants now have a 2-point lead here. So now the serve from the Plants, who again have a 2-point lead here in the 4th set. Cats are going to have to respond quickly. Can't allow the Plants to pull away. And that ball goes out of bounds. The block by the Cats defenders can't get there. And a timeout is taken by Coach Volshevsky. So with that, we're going to take a timeout as well here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the continuation of set number 4 coming up next.
The 2024 Best of Westmoreland survey is underway. Bardini's Country Smokehouse in Crabtree thanks you for naming us Best for Meats in 23. To vote now, go to bestofwestmoreland.com, then to shopping and place to buy meat. and vote for Bardini's through April 24th. You can vote once a day. Gary Bardini is the only meat specialist in the region, honored as a Hall of Fame winner by the American Association of Meat Processors. Thank you for your vote.
Thank you, Gary Bardini and Bardini's Country Smokehouse, a longtime sponsor for the Wildcats Network. Gary's been around with us longer than I have, and I've been here for a hot minute. Thank you, Gary, and thank you, Bardini's Country Smokehouse. Folks, again, seriously, make sure you go and vote. There are no better meats in Westmoreland County than Gary Bardini, and I stand by that. That's why I vote every single day for Gary Bardini. Plants have a 3-point lead here in set number 4 after the Cats were able to force it after dropping 2 straight. And now the Cats have a chance to respond. The shot there from Greater Latrobe. Mars and Kiesel can't get there in time on the back line. Plants are starting to pull away here with a 4-point lead. And we will have to see if it's possible for the Cats to get back into this one. That serve gets by Owen Ward. And the Cats now have a 5-point deficit here after forcing set 4. You know this has to be tough. I mean, the reverse sweep in varsity volleyball is almost nigh impossible. But they did it against Armstrong. They're going to have to do it again here against the top team in this section. They don't want that long bus ride to be a quiet one. And that ball gets by. Owen Ward scores there for the Cats. 4-point game here. We'll see who goes back to serve. It is Owen Ward, who, again, in my opinion, is the catalyst here for the Cats being in the position that they're at right now in this game. He has been absolutely great for the Cats. That ball gets by. They're going to say it went off of Jake Elliott. And so now it's back to a 5-point game here in set number 4. The Cats will have to draw back in this one. Played by Bizignani. Hard spike, and that's another point for the Planets. Too many touches there by the Cats to try to keep that one rolling. Planets now up 14-8. That ball sent over, the 6-point game here in set number 4. Kiesel, spike is blocked up front. And that's another point for Mars. The Cats are reeling in this one. Need to find a groove here as it's a 7-point deficit for the Cats in set number 4. Hard spike by Owen Ward gets played, and that ball goes out of bounds. Although Chet also had a hand on the net. So Cats trail by 6. Tyler Bauer back to serve. Cats need to claw back into this one. The serve. Pop up. Hard spike. And it goes right over the head of Owen Ward, and it drops on the back line. So Planets score again. Back to a 7-point game. Now the serve. Pop up. Punch over. Nice dump off again. Hard spike, and it's blocked there by Che. The 6'5" middle blocker has been proving to be incredibly difficult for the Cats. It's an 8-point game here. And set number 4, Plants are rolling. That ball served right into the net. That's a point for Greater Latrobe. So 7 points here. Eric Bizignani back to serve for Greater Latrobe. Bizignani on the serve. Pop up, punch over, dug up. And Kiesel sends it over. Pop up by Ward. Touch over. And I think that's going to be a penalty on the Cats. They're going to say the Cats reached over the net, even though it was Mars who did so. So now here comes Mars. Pop up. Hard spike by Kiesel, and it gets blocked there by Piatek. Plants now a 9-point lead. Cats are floundering here in the fourth set. Need to try to find a way back into this one. And that serve goes out of bounds. Points to Greater Latrobe. Smart play there by Luke Fiore to let that one go by him. And now it's up to Sam Kiesel to get the Cats motor running again as they trail by 8 here. Pop up. Hard spike blocked. Another hard spike there. They're going to say it's out of bounds, and it is. Kyler Robinson got the block, but it went out of bounds. So Cats trail by 7. And there's the serve by Kiesel. Hard spike, played. Cats get another one. Now down by 6 here. Kiesel on the serve. Dug up. Light touch over, pop up. Light touch over by Fiore. Mars to respond, and that shot right into the face of Tyler Bauer, who can't get underneath it. And the Plants are now 5 points away from sending the Cats packing. And that serve by Chess sends it into the net. So Cats still have a chance. They trail by 6 here. Tying it up would be huge for Greater Latrobe. Jake Elliott. Pop up. And that ball gets served out of bounds by the Fighting Plants. Cats have a 5-point game on their hands here in this set. They need to win the set if they want to force set number 5. That ball sent over. And that's another one. That's an ace for the Cats. Jake Elliott earns one there, and a timeout is called by Mars as the Cats are able to fight back in this one. As the Fighting Plants take a break, we're going to take a break as well here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the continuation of set number 4 coming up next. Welcome back here on the Wildcats Network. Justin Boylan on the horns with the ends for the rest of this one. Cats trail by 4 here in set number 4. They gave up sets 1 and 2 to the Fighting Plants, despite what the bottom right of our scoreboard says. Hard spike, great block by Fiore. And the Cats are standing tall here. It's a 3-point game here in this set. Wonder if the exhaustion is starting to set in for the Plants, who have a short bench. Jake Elliott on the serve. Played by Mars. Hard spike blocked by Owen Ward. Nice drop there. And they're not going to give a reach over. So the Plants stop the Cats from continuing their onslaught. Now Kyler Robinson is back to serve. Plants lead by 4 here in set number 4. Hard spike by Fiore, and it goes out of bounds. That's a point for the Cats. We're now back to a 3-point game here in set number 4. Can Cats force a set number 5? A reverse sweep of the Planetarium would be absolutely mind-boggling, but it is possible. Cats did on senior night and would love to do it again here. Hard spike blocked by the Cats. 2-point game. And now Gabe Watson is back to serve. And the serve there by Gabe Watson is out of bounds. Plants are 3 points away from sending the Cats packing. Latrobe is 3 away from tying it. And unable to dig up that serve is Elliott. So that's an ace for the Planets. And another timeout is taken, this one by Coach Volshevsky. So with that, we're going to take a timeout here on the Wildcats Network. When we come back, we're going to have the continuation of this set and possibly the finale. But not if the Cats have anything to say about it here on the Wildcats Network.
I am the swiftest creature alive. I can make it. I will make it.
That's where we come in. A Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered. Body repairs, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our friendly office staff is happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit thecollisionshopbyjason.com for our complete list of services.
We're back here on the Wildcats Network right now. The Plants are serving. They need 2 points to send the Cats back down to Greater Latrobe. The serve is played by Greater Latrobe. Owen Ward spike played. And that is inbounds for the Planets. This is it. This is the game point for the Fighting Planets. Can the Cats dig deep? They cannot allow the Planets to score another point as they trail by 5 here. Played, Bizignani dumps it off. Planets, punch over, played by Jake Elliott. Owen Ward dumps it off, Planets to respond. Played by Kiesel. Owen Ward! His shot finds its mark. Cats now need to go on a 4-point run here. Back to serve is his man himself, Owen Ward. Serves it. Dug up. And that goes out of bounds. 3 points is all that separates the Cats and tying the Planets here. The serve by Owen Ward, dug up by the Planets. Dump off, played by Kiesel. Another drop, and that will do it. Cats are unable to upset the Planets on the road. And with that, the Cats' 2-game win streak is also broken as they came into this game after beating both Derry and Deer Lake. And that will do it for our broadcast here this evening. A tough one to swallow for the Cats after they forced an electrifying set 4. But the Planets, for the first time this year, are sent into set number 4, but are able to come out on top. That will do it for our broadcast here this evening. Again, we thank all the folks at home who tuned in and supported us. We really appreciate it. We will make sure that everything is ready to go on Tuesday when the Cats are back in the den, and they will hope to split the series against Gateway, who they lost to earlier in the season at the Swamp. For our crew this evening, Tristan Borland here on the mic with the Ins guys, saying thank you so much for being here with me tonight, and we wish all of you a wonderful rest of your evening.
I'm Chris Beddick, agent for State Farm Insurance, located conveniently on Route 981 here in Latrobe. We proudly offer auto, home, renters, life, and small business insurance since 2001. Need a good neighbor? Chris Beddick is there. Go Wildcats!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood to stop at Hotel Loyal Pizza in the heart of downtown Latrobe on Ligonier Street. Since opening our doors in 1953, Hotel Loyal Pizza has proudly served the Latrobe area. From pizza, sandwiches, sides, salads, and so much more. Whether you're taking out or dining in, our menu has something for everyone. As if the company here wasn't enough to stop in, try one bite of our highly acclaimed pizza and you're sure to be hooked. Visit our website at hotelloyalpizza.com or call us at 724-537-3741. And remember to support our 2023 Gridiron Wildcats. Go Cats!
Valley Dairy Restaurants. You never had it so good. For breakfast, lunch, dinner, legendary ice cream. In Latrobe, the Valley Dairy Restaurant on Colony Lane. Go Wildcats!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wildcat Den. LHTC Media Crew bringing you tonight's game.
Short notice, preparing for a good team like this isn't easy, but this is our style of basketball.
Greater Latrobe starts out the evening with a pin from Palmer Airport in Latrobe, live streamed by LHTC Media.
You've been watching